Welcome to my laptop. Let's begin. So the main thing I want you to take away beyond anything else is that you need to create content that people are looking for on your website, because you want to base your content around keyword phrases that people are actually typing into Google, other search engines, as well as AI tools, so your content can be discovered. Then you can get organic search traffic and then convert that traffic in some meaningful way. So let me open up my notepad right here. So you have to create content that's based around a keyword, okay? So you have to do keyword research and figure out like what your audience is searching for, then create content around that. So a quick example is like my business blog right here. We click over here to view all topics. This website, I talk about 6 things primarily. I don't talk about everything under the sun. I'm not talking about personal development. I'm not talking about dating. I'm not talking about like tech reviews. I'm talking about internet business, marketing and branding, inspiration with regards to like design inspiration, online business tools, AI tools, monetization strategies. That's it. So the theme on my site is an online business blog to help you grow and monetize your audience. So I want to create content around that specific goal, like website builders, domain names, web hosting, create a website, start a blog, that type of thing. Not just all of a sudden I'm talking about dating or travel or being a digital nomad. Like that doesn't fit with my site. Okay. So it's a balance with trying to find content. All right. You want to base content around a keyword phrase that makes sense for the topic of your website. Okay. So whatever type of topic you're going to be creating, you want to have like a main topic, and then your specific categories are kind of supporting the main topic, and you don't want to vary too much. Okay. Just a little bit, but Google and other people want to box you in. Like, what are you about? And so just go with that. Okay. So that's the first key thing that you need to take away. Content that's based around a keyword. Great example is this right here. Should you buy your domain name through Bluehost? So like this gets traffic for people typing in like literally this entire phrase. Should you buy your domain name through Bluehost? Or like domain name costs, Bluehost domain name costs. Like then there's all these other random keywords that you'll get traffic for. And then create a piece of content that answers this. Then I convert that traffic into affiliate commissions over here at Namecheap. Okay. So this is like a thing that people are actually typing in. Are like millions of people typing this in? No. Okay. Like you got to balance it out. Okay. So not every piece of content you're going to be ranking is going to be a banger, as they say. It's fine to create a blog post where, okay, this blog post is getting like 4 to 6 views a day, 4 to 6 visitors a day. That's fine. Okay. Because then if you build up a bunch of pieces of content that do that kind of traffic, then you got an audience. Okay, so anyways, content that's based around keyword is the key thing I want you to take away beyond anything else. You can't just wing it and write about whatever you want. That's the biggest mistake. If that's what you want to do, then I would suggest just doing a personal blog. Okay, so it's okay, like if you want to do like company updates or a personal blog, that's fine. But if your goal is to get organic search traffic and build a business, build an audience, and convert that traffic in some meaningful way, then you need to create content that's based around a keyword. All right, the other thing I want you to take away is that you do want to focus your content around keywords, but I would say like an 80-20 rule. Like you don't want everything to be overly optimized, okay? You don't need everything overly optimized. Like best this, best that, so on and so forth, where your content becomes super repetitive, where everything's like best blah, 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 blah for this target audience, then review of this tech service and that type of thing. So you want to break it up as needed. So for example, I kind of throw that in occasionally with like this right there, copywriting for high converting sales pages, how to choose a name for a U incorporated business, take off the mask, expose your inner entrepreneur, like little things like that. I throw in kind of content like that. Like that's kind of the 20% where that's not like super focused around a keyword phrase, but that's something I could share on social media platforms like X, for example, and drive traffic to this piece of content directly. I could share that via like an email list and like just create helpful content as required. So 80-20, okay? So 80% of your content should be based around some type of phrase that people are searching for. The 20% should just be kind of content that makes your site complete, makes it good, makes it helpful overall. But primarily, you don't want to have your website just be overly optimized. Like I said, you don't want just every article is best this, best that, review here, review there. You kind of want to break it up so it doesn't look spammy, because that's what your site is going to end up looking kind of spammy about. Like I checked out a website on toaster reviews, and it was just like toaster review, XYZ toaster, ABC toaster review, like that again and again and again. It's like, this is just feels spammy. All right, next, the other concept you need to know is topical authority. So for example, this is topical authority is important to rank for very competitive terms. And so a concept that you need to understand is this is how to start a blog. This is a very competitive keyword. So start a blog, super competitive. So the way I'm building topical authority, that this is the main page about this keyword, start a blog, but I'm building sub pages around it. So for example, start a blog Ghost, start a blog Ghost, start a blog Squarespace, start a blog Wix, so on and so forth, start a blog Shopify. Then I create these sub pages that all kind of link back to this primary article right here. That helps build topical authority around the phrase of starting a blog. And so you want to figure out topical authority for a competitive keyword phrase, a competitive concept and idea. So for me, starting a blog is quite lucrative topic, but it's very competitive to rank. And so you need to, for topical authority, you need to build kind of a main article, one key article, and then a bunch of smaller articles that kind of support the main article. So it's kind of like a spider web, and that's how you build out topical authority with your site. And so there you go. So you got to focus on that. And then again, like I just mentioned before, don't wing it and write about whatever you want. So you need to create content that's based around a keyword phrase that people are looking for. All right. So there's a ton of different ways to do keyword research, but broadly speaking, that's the main thing right now I want you to take away with. Create content that people are looking for with your site, and kind of know what your site is about and know what your site is not about. And then you want to build out specific verticals through your categories that support the overarching topic of your site, and don't deviate from it. Okay. Like me, it's internet business, the primary thing I'm talking over here. So online tutorials, resources, web hosting, domain names, that type of thing. Not going to all of a sudden talk about travel, dating, personal finance, investing in gold, Bitcoin, doesn't make any sense. So pick your lane. People want to box you in. Google, AI tools, search engines want to box you in. Just go with it. So what's your site about? And then focus on, again, creating content that people want. Don't create content that's overly optimized for every single post. Best this, best that, review this, review that. You want to break it up and create helpful content, and that can be used to support the kind of content that you're creating that's a little bit more keyword focused around a topic that's more lucrative, where you can promote something via an email list or affiliate marketing, and build out topical authority. And that's how you start getting search engine traffic. Okay, this piece of content's ranking page 3 within Google, page 3, page 4, that type of thing. This one's ranking pretty well too. So I'm just going to keep building out these pages where start a blog with this keyword, start a blog with Squarespace, Wix, and so forth, and keep going in that direction to help support this primary article. But these articles are going to get traffic for their respective topic as well. If that makes any sense. Okay. And then lastly, don't wing it and just write about whatever you want. That's the biggest mistake too. Again, it comes back to these other 3 points.